Chapter 75. The Dharma of Loving Kindness. Listen, noble ones, you must first understand the entire process. Otherwise, you may still harbor doubts and uncertainties, arising from the initial explanations I have given. The Buddha began, "What is the entire process, Lord?" Mogara, the ascetic, asked further, "The entire process that you must know is that the souls dwelling in this vast universe consist of two groups of sentient beings with spirit. The first group is the spirits that generally exist throughout the universe. These spirits reside at important points in various positions that are the centers of galaxies, large and small, to maintain the balance of those galaxies and enable them to exist. These spirits are free and not bound by any regulations, except for the central regulations of the universe. The second group is the spirits that have volunteered to be born on this earth. You also need to know that this world is the center that sustains the universe, consisting of trillions of galaxies, large and small, allowing them to exist in a cycle, like the axle of the wheel of the cosmos. And the spirits that volunteer to be born on this world element must abide by specific rules, unlike anywhere else in the universe. Before being born, they have already accepted these specific rules about what they must do, and what will happen if they cannot follow those rules. The duties of the spirits that volunteer to be born are, first, to perceive the world, to admire the craftsmanship of the divine. How beautiful, exquisite, magnificent, and intelligent it is to have various experiences on earth, and to exist as noble human beings on this planet. Second, to maintain the existence of the world. One of the duties of this maintenance is to create the power of love and compassion to bestow upon the world, with varying degrees of difficulty, which each individual determines for themselves. To generate the power of loving, this power will bring balance to the world. This is why conditions and roles of hatred arise, which must be transformed into the power of love and compassion, using the highest mental power, or collectively called coming to express the noble. And third, these spirits volunteer to create something to arise on this earth, and what is created must be rich in nobility derived from the 2 points above. If they die before fulfilling this noble creative duty completely, they will not be able to leave these specific rules. Their spirit will remain here. This remaining has many types. Remaining because they must return to correct something. Remaining because they could not release the waves of love as promised. Remaining because they are still attached to something. Remaining because they have not yet created something according to their intention. When the problem of spirit retention increases, they are confined in various dimensions beyond the physical world that can be touched, known, seen, and perceived. For example, if they have a clouded mind, when they die, they will reside in a place filled with that cloudiness, according to their own imagination. If they have a good heart, are attached to goodness, or desire to receive the fruits of the good deeds they have done, they will reside in a place filled with joy and happiness, according to their heart's desire, without conditions or tests requiring them to show compassion, while waiting for the appropriate time for both parties involved in the situational conditions to converge. Only then will they be allowed to be reborn into a new physical body, and if they still cannot fulfill their intended duties, they will have to reside in those various places again. Therefore, your world at this time is a world filled with a large accumulation of retained spirits, because new spirits are constantly being added. as the world needs a great amount of the power of love and compassion. The old spirits that did not complete their duties are kept in various dimensions that are like transparent cages, where they themselves do not even know they are being confined. But the spirits throughout the universe know and see but cannot help. Therefore, I answer your question about whether spirits that are asuras, wandering spirits, or spirits attached to goodness in various realms can attain truth. They cannot, because those spirits are still under the specific rules of the world. As for other general spirits outside the system, they are already in a state akin to enlightenment. Therefore, they do not need to strive for it again. The only way these spirits can be free from the specific rules is to return, to be born as a new, physical human being, and must be able to show love and compassion in every condition that arises for them in the physical world only, or, in short, come to rectify. And while rectifying, they can also fulfill the duty of creating the power of love, because all of you are generators of the power of compassion that helps sustain this world. From now on, always remember that only the dharma of loving kindness can sustain the world. When all of you have fully and perfectly fulfilled your duties, by bringing forth the Buddha spirit, which is the subtle mind, into concrete actions through the mind of the physical body, like two peaceful deer helping each other to turn the wheel of the cosmos into a cycle. From now on, you will be called pure, but not a purity born from mere emptiness without doing anything. Rather, it is a purity born from releasing the bonds that have long bound you, a purity born from sincere love and goodwill without any hidden agenda. Those who will be able to do this must possess two other qualities in tandem. First, maintaining love and compassion firmly and unchangeably. It is the process by which you must constantly examine your thoughts, to see if you still dwell in sincere goodwill. It is steadfastness, or, in short, concentration, samadhi. And second, understanding the various conditions, seeing all things as they truly are, seeing everything as it is, without separation or judgment, or in short, wisdom prajna. When these two processes occur, they will lead to expressions filled with creative compassion, beneficial to both oneself and others, capable of finally releasing all the karmic burdens that you have created. When you have completely released them, the state of purity will arise within you without you needing to try to suppress, restrain, touch, or perceive anything. Listen, noble ones. Now I know that the attainment of truth or entering the state of nirvana is no longer a major problem for you, because you know all the steps and methods. All that remains is for you to put them into practice and prove the results for yourselves, especially regarding the state where you will feel the being of Buddha, which is both the beginning and the ultimate destination, the origin of the soul that we all need to return to. And this is the shortest way, a way that does not require going through any sequential steps. Simply feel that being and let it remain with you forever. I am but one image of Buddha appearing for you to see, and this feeling can also arise within you, because you are also an image of the divine. You can do it immediately without waiting to die, and when your consciousness constantly feels the being of Buddha, when you die or when only your spirit remains, then your final destination is nowhere else but where you feel you are. If a person decides to be a carpenter, when they work with wood themselves every day repeatedly, they will become skilled and knowledgeable in carpentry, and that knowledge will become more detailed and profound, and their woodworking will become more refined. In the same way, If you decide to truly feel the being of Buddha, when you act and express yourself with the Buddha mind, you will become skilled and knowledgeable in being the Buddha mind, and the phenomena arising from being the Buddha mind will become more detailed, profound, and refined.